Two spells that I can almost guarantee if you add them to your deck, your win rate will improve if you use them correctly. That is Polymorph as well as Icy Zone. Icy Zone, a 95 area of effect, lowers their speed by 70%. That is massive. It lasts for 7.5 seconds, and it has a cooldown of 22 seconds. The Polymorph spell is going to be an 80 area of effect, so a little bit smaller. It's going to have a 28-second cooldown, a 9-second duration, and it's going to reduce their health by 48%. Imagine just hitting the opponent for 50% of their HP. That's basically what Polymorph is, but it's also removing their armor. This is at level 8 for the Polymorph and level 8 for the Icy Zone. Now, if you look at something like Lightning Bolt, this has an 80 area of effect. Something like Rain of Fire has an 80 area of effect. So when you're freezing people and they're all gathering up in that area of frozen wasteland, basically, you have a similar area to drop a lightning bolt, drop a rain of fire, so you can slow everybody or sheep everybody and then start either dropping rain of fire or lightning bolt, or let your glacial druids, your dwarfs, your dwarven artillery, anything that's AoE, go ahead and do the work and just get rid of the sheep, or do a lot of damage to the enemies trying to pass at that moment. Now, the Polymorph, you will get a little bit later. I guess you get it around Arena 8 or so, or 7. So it's not too far in. And then the Icy Zone, you'll get at Arena 5. When I first got Icy Zone, I was using some different spells. And I was like, I don't really need Icy Zone. I'm not going to worry about it. But man, when I put it into my decks, especially the decks using heroes like Allura, Barrisad, being able to freeze the enemies, drop Barrisad's area of effect bomb stuff, it was so huge. Now, Polymorph does have the downside of not being able to sheep anything. Like the Bandit booster I just selected, you can't sheep that, unfortunately. But the Smasher booster, you can sheep that, which is great. Now here, I may want to go ahead and Icy Zone when they're leaving this little exit. Get them all grouped up, and then be able to just drop some lightning. Possibly. It's a little bit expensive. Not so bad now that that little dude's out. And just kill them all very quickly. This dude, I think, can be sheeped. I'm actually not 100% sure. I'm going to save the sheep a little bit longer. I want them to be all kind of grouped up pretty decently. Drop some barbs there. Okay, now Icy Zone's not needed at this moment. We're going to go ahead and see if I can sheep him. There we go, he's sheeped. That dude's a hard champion to kill, but guess what? Now he's not. He has no armor. He has 50% of his HP, and I'm going to be making gold over Barrisad, which is pretty crazy. You can see this last portion of his HP is probably going to be the hardest portion. But I cleared a wave faster than Barrisad. Barrisad is one of the fastest wave clearing champions, so being able to beat him, get this gold production, is actually going to put me in a position where I can beat the Dragon deck, specifically Barrisad, who is one of the best gold producing heroes, because he's going to target my enemy waves and make them essentially give him gold when I kill him. That's what his little roar does. When these things come out, these targets are going to give him some extra gold, basically. We're going to go ahead and ice this down. I'm going to put another druid right here to slow these waves coming over. It's all about control. That's really all it is right now, just controlling the wave, making them do stuff as I want them to do it, basically. Not taking a whole lot of damage. We're going to upgrade that in just a minute. Don't need to just yet. I want another Icy Zone very soon. Let's go ahead and Lightning Bolt them, stun them a little bit, and then another Icy Zone right here. We're going to get all these things grouped up. This lasts, about 9 seconds. We'll drop it here, freeze everything there. And now what may have been a kind of scary wave, potentially, is a bunch of sheep. Mary's little lamb right here. Now they're all broken free, but that's not a huge deal. We're just going to keep running through them. Barbarians are going to stand there not knowing what to do. Allura is going to just walk casually into battle, but we're once again going to start generating more gold over Barrisad, which is kind of crazy. Allura is just chilling, running around, not really knowing what to do. So at this point, we got some good gold production. Obviously, he's struggling with the Shield Bandit, which Polymorph doesn't do anything to that anyways. Polymorph is just going to be nothing there. He doesn't have a ton of air stuff, so the Thunderbird should seal the deal. And what I'll do here is throw on a Mage Tower. That's going to be 175, then 260. I should be able to get it up pretty quick and be almost able to send stuff over to him pretty soon here. So this wave hasn't been too big of an issue. So I might just freeze back here. I want to separate his flyers from his ground stuff, so I may do that in a moment. Let's see what all comes out of this first. Those golems, they can be sheeped as well, which is awesome. So check this out. We're gonna freeze right there, let everything get gathered up here pretty nicely. And then we're just gonna sheep them once they're about to break free, get a good high value sheep, lightning bolt them all down, and they're almost all dead. We have the AoE from Allura. Between the sheep, lightning bolt, the AoE effects, I mean, we basically just dropped that whole area of enemies. Now, we don't need Icy Zone right now. You do have to be careful because if you just spam it all the time, you will end up actually separating the waves too much and in a way that doesn't really make sense for you. Now here, I want to put up some more barbarians, I think, because I need some physical damage to take care of this magic shield that he has. He should have, right? If I can click him. Can't even click him. The heck? Yeah, magic shield. But we take him. We're generating some gold over him. We're doing really well. So if I'm able to pick up... Actually, I'll probably just send some Frost Giants over there next wave. So I'll send some Frost Giants. We'll have the Thunderbird going out. Boost the Shield Bandit some. May even freeze his towers as well. Let's do this. We'll go 230. We'll go... Can I send that Ogre dude over? That'd be sick. I don't know for sure if he can, but let's freeze any... we can't freeze any of that stuff, unfortunately. There we go. We'll send that Ogre dude. That's pretty cool. That's definitely an annoying champion to have sent over to your side, without a doubt. We'll, the Glacial Druid here is slowing him down pretty well. So it's all we're doing is just slowing and controlling, right? We're going to go ahead and just freeze this wave a little bit so we can get them gathered up. Now, I don't always combo Poly with the Icy Zone, but in this situation, it works out great. May not even be that needed, honestly. I'm going to zap these group of people here. Oh, wait, my Allura is dead. I wasn't even paying attention. Not a huge deal. He should be getting pretty messed up in just a minute. We're going to have to freeze down here as well. May have to throw another Glacial Druid out also. Okay, let's get Allura out of... Dang, okay. Taking a lot of damage. Unfortunately, I'm not paying the most attention. I was just talking, yapping away, and getting kind of messed up. But we have the Archmage here to just do the Whirlwind. We're going to go ahead and polymorph these heroes as well. Allura, once she comes back, will be able to just drop those. So I was in a bad spot, but I was able to regain control because it's not just, hey, these heroes can do whatever they want now. No, they were getting frozen and all that kind of good stuff. And I'm able to take back control of the fight and make things look better, basically. Now, Allura is going to get some big damage taken if I don't get this fixed quickly. I'm going to put a... What do I do here? Let's get this out. Gotta get this thing killed. 95%, I guess, magic armor there. I should start gaining some gold here. Yeah, so we're getting more gold production. I froze that tower, which shut down that ice golem. I didn't know that happened like that. That's pretty cool. All right, so apparently he's downing stuff quite well at this moment. We're going to put a Thunderbird out. We have the towers frozen on him. We're going to get this taken up. An ice golem sent out as well. We're going to try and get his towers frozen again. But this time, I'm not going to let Allura die so easily. Got distracted there for a second earlier. Going to go ahead and freeze this wave. And then I should have another freeze ready once this wave comes down. We're going to save the polymorph for a little bit longer this time. Down that. I should be able to freeze him again, honestly. And then polymorph just a huge circle. And then drop a lightning bolt as well. I do have to be careful there. So what I'll do here, just polymorph a big circle. And then lightning bolt it. Gonna get some Royal Archers out here. They're getting some flyers, and I don't really want to get in a super bad spot. Icy Zone. Let's maybe get another Mage Tower here to like keep these enemies back as they come down and such. I think it's really going to be over for him, though, honestly. He does have Polymorph, which is great. If he had the Icy Zone, I think he would be in a much better spot here. I missed sheeping the big ogre there, but it ended up being fine. I was able to lock down his towers. I was able to control the waves, basically with or without Allura. Obviously, I do want Allura to be there, But even when she died, it still ended up being fine. I was able to polymorph the waves, icy zone the waves, really just take control. And that was an actual player because their name was just normal. If you have two names smashed together, sometimes it's a bot. But as far as leaderboards go, I'm playing against pretty solid players. 461 in the US, global 2900, not super high ranked on global. But let's do one more fight so you guys get another idea. I like, same player here, I like pairing the polymorph with the lightning bolt or the ice with the lightning bolt, but you don't have to do that. You can use them all separately. You could use something besides lightning bolt. I used rain of fire for a long time. There's all kinds of stuff you could do. Now here, I like tower damage, but we're going to go the magic golem. I want to be able to get some good damage off as soon as possible here. Now, as far as where I want this stuff at, I think I'm going to go glacial. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all, actually. The Thunderbird. So I'm going to have to get a Royal Archer here as soon as possible, basically. If I can get some gold up, I may put the Archer. I want the Archer somewhere near Barbarians where they'll be. And I'll probably have some barbs down here. So let's put the Royal Archer right here. If I put it back here, it's going to be hitting these minions as well. We'll go ahead and let's get a lure to hit these minions a little bit. We'll be fine as far as the Royal Archer is killing the bird, I think. Unless he's got a really high level bird, I think we should be okay. Get some barbs out because the bird will stop at the barbs and try to shock them to begin with. So we'll get away. Did not get away, unfortunately. If I need to use lightning, I will. I'm going to try to save it, though. I don't really like wasting it here if I don't have to. And the bird's dead. Royal Archers do great work dealing with the bird. And he is gaining gold over me at this point. Makes sense. He did get a better booster this fight. But let's see how this ends up turning out. Taking the upgrades kind of slow. He has magic. Let's go for maybe an armored golem. Could be decent. These balloons are kind of annoying for Bears to deal with, though. So I think we'll go that for now. I know the bird's always going to come from this top one right here. So what I may end up doing is placing some glacial druids here as well. So the ground units will be slowed a bit more. And then my barbs could always come up here and target the bird before it gets all the way around the circle. And basically have it most of the way just dead right there, more or less. Let's get the barbs back down here. Get them back where they belong. We'll drop a lightning bolt right here, get rid of some of these enemies, get myself some gold as well. But the bird should really not be too big of an issue for me, honestly. Because of Royal Archers, honestly. They just bring so much. I just gotta kill that little guy. A little bit of a pain. Yeah, the bird's not gonna get through and do anything, basically. We're gonna go up here and let's just sheep these dudes. I should have sheep that other thing. But we'll sheep these. A little bit of a unnecessary sheep, honestly. But we do kill them pretty quickly and may be able to start gaining some gold over the Barasad, which is important. Against Barasad decks, you definitely want to be gold positive whenever possible. And be careful with where you're putting your towers, where you're controlling. You want to control, but you don't want to just delay the wave from getting to your tower. Because if it takes forever to get to your tower, it could actually be a negative thing for you. He's having to chase the balloon. So I'm hoping the next balloon that I get out here, it may actually take a life from him. It does. It actually takes a life. So we're going to go over here, just do a little bit of a poke maybe. No, we're not going to do that, actually. We're going to get the Archer Tower taken up a little bit. We're going to freeze this wave so the Barbarians can go ahead and hit the bird a little bit. I'll get a lure to come up here and hit the bird as well. If I can get her up there. My goodness. Okay, the Barbarian's not doing anything, unfortunately. We'll go ahead and do this. Just zap this wave. If they get through here, it could be a little bit of a problem for me. I really want this wave to be dead before the bird gets down here. Because if not, it's definitely going to be problematic. We'll freeze this wave so we can just kind of focus on the bird. And get the Archer Tower up. The bird's health is not super low right now. So I do have to make sure that I'm in a spot to be able to take it down nicely. We get stunned, but the Royal Archers should handle it fine. Now here, we'll go ahead and sheep this back portion because these are the most annoying to deal with. Actually, let's just freeze them here. And then we'll sheep them. They're all in the big circle. Juicy sheep. They're all sheeps. And they're going to die from Allura or from the Glacial Druid pretty quickly. Drop some AoEs down. He's still struggling with the balloon. Very good stuff. I need a little bit more AoE here, I think, in the future. In this little area. So he was picking up a little bit of gold over me there. Now, the Thunderbird could be really good for him to have to deal with. A booster level is fairly high, so it's not going to be the easiest thing for him to have to overcome anyways. Now here, I could put a mage tower right here. I might wait a little while to do so, but it could be very valuable because it'll be able to do the tornado if they're on this side or the bottom side, and it'll be doing a little bit of damage to the bird. Now the bird won't shock my Allura, I don't think, just by herself. So that's great. Gonna freeze those, give them some AoE stuff. We'll go ahead and sheep these to get a bird out for my Royal Archers. Help them deal with that bird a little bit better, maybe. We'll zap these. I don't want the bird to come through I don't want to come through with too high of HP. But yeah, now it's dead. So we're in a good spot here. I want to get this grouped up and then sheep that big dude. I really want my barbarians to survive here, but that may not be the case. But if everybody can get grouped up, we'll be fine here. There we go. Everybody should be getting grouped up. He has no more lives left. The balloons got through, and I was more than okay. We had a Glacial Druid chilling out with the Icy Zone, Polymorph, just controlling everything, not really in any rush whatsoever, no real danger at all through the fight, and playing wisely, of course, against him, putting out boosters that he's probably going to be weak to, worked out great. But ultimately, those two spells, I think currently just have so much power in the game that it's hard to say much else is better. I was a big fan of Teleport until I realized that Icy Zone does similar to what this does by stalling, but it's just so much better. This lasts for 4.5 seconds. It only affects 5 units, and it's a smaller area. Versus Icy Zone lasts longer, doesn't have an affected units cap whatsoever. It just freezes. Same thing with Polymorph. Now, this may be changed in the future. They may cap how many units it can affect, and if they do, we gotta change it up some. But even Sabotage. Sabotage lowers their armor or magic resistance by 95%, but Sheep is just going to be better. This is a lower cooldown, a longer duration, bigger area. Maybe it is good. Maybe I should try it out sometime. Maybe this plus Sheep is good, or this plus Icy Zone's really good. 2% decrease in all tower skills cooldown. Maybe it's worth giving a shot to Sabotage. I was a big Cursed Vines user, but I'm just not using it anymore. It doesn't slow down as much as Icy Zone, and it's really just my go-to spells right up here. So either way, guys, let me know what you all think about these two. Have you tried using these two in a deck? Is there a spell you think is better than these two? If so, let me know down in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the video that I did a few days ago at this point, most likely. And there's a giveaway during that, so make sure to go over there and check that out. We're approaching 1,000 subscribers, so I would love to hit that fairly soon. And yeah, let me know what other videos you'd like to see. I should have an Ilaria one coming out fairly soon. I'm playing her some more, and so far she's been kind of fun. But I'm going to test out some other heroes as time goes on. Either way, thank you all, and I'll catch you in the next one.